Look at the federal government now. Do you realize that we don't even have a federal government? There are many states in this country that are controlled by terrorists.
Many states?
Yes. Many areas of the north. Come on. Everybody knows that.
Maybe whenever local governments.
Yes. Yeah, local governments. Local governments. Yeah, but areas, I mean, communities. So if you cannot even go into your community to control the community, because we don't have state police, anything can happen to anybody anytime. We are drifting into a failed state regarding our security. The Financial Times of London, I think it was about a year ago, made it clear that the way our security is going. Look at what happened to this young lady in Abuja. You know, I've written something about it. Everybody is sending condolences. This is beyond condolence. We just look at the system. What happened there? First, bandits coming, nobody can challenge them because we don't have security. Can you walk anywhere in Nigeria and see police on the street except when they're collecting toll, when they're harassing people for money in traffic? We don't have security. And then when the young lady was, out of panic, according to the report we had, how quickly did the ambulance get there? When they got there, what kind of treatment did she get before she was transported to hospital? She was finished. Our system had broken down. We have not addressed these things since 1999. We need to go into serious consultation and serious work. The president now is playing games with Nigeria, telling us everything will be okay. Mañana, tomorrow. We've been saying that for how long? We are not making progress. We are not doing our job.
Dr. Pearse, yes. Talking about people doing their job or making progress, right now the National Assembly is going through a significant constitutional review process. This 1999 constitution you spoke about. Do you think that that's going to be effective? There are bills on state police, there are bills on representation for women. Do you think that these things are going to be effective? Because that would be progress if we get more. Do you think it would be progress if we get more women in the State House of Assembly or National Assembly, if we get state police? If we get more women in National Assembly, and we have a Senate president like Akpabio, what is the point? We have a lot of problems. We have to make sure that, for instance, the electoral system has to be totally reviewed in order to enable people who are capable and who are interested in helping building the country, interested in building people to become elected. Whenever you have a situation where an elected official has committed a crime, that person will be prosecuted. The National Assembly we have now is a rubber stamp assembly. All they do, whatever the president wants, the president gets. Any president who wants to manipulate the National Assembly can do so. And this one is actually manipulating it to the best of his own ability and to the detriment of progress for Nigerians and security for Nigerians. I tell you, Akpabio should not be president of the Senate. He's a criminal, he shouldn't be there. He has cases in EFCC, millions that he stole when he was governor. Has any court convicted him? No, but the case is there. Yeah, but you can't call him a criminal. Well, he has criminal cases. If he has criminal cases, let him go and answer that. He shouldn't be there. There is no way that a man like that should be there in the first place. He didn't even run for Senate. He didn't run for Senate. He was running for president when they were running for Senate. The person who won the Senate, they took it away and they gave it to him. These are the things we have to deal with in Nigeria. We have to have law enforcement. Look.
Now be only me who hear this one. They say Akpabio is a criminal. Even what guy himself, Tinubu, don't be me talking. Now this man doctor they talking. Say Akpabio is a criminal. He's not supposed to be in National Assembly. So that place does not belong to him. He's not supposed to be there because he's a criminal. He have case with the EFCC. Because of that, he doesn't know what he's doing. That he's not supposed to be there. Anyways, not be me talking. May not be saying I'm a man to the hearer. May we hear for Dr. Matu. They asked this man, what is Tinubu doing? Did you see anything good about what Tinubu is doing? The man said, no, they see anything. He said all Tinubu is doing just to show off. He's not doing anything for the country. He's just doing to show off, and he's working for himself, not for the country. Not be me talking more. So may not be saying my match the hearer. Listen to this man as he explain to you what Tinubu is doing. Is he getting it right? Yes or no? And listen to the video. Tell me your honest opinion. What everything this man said on this video. If the man lie, where he lie, waiting the talk, where he don't lie, please write it on that comment section. Just leave your honest opinion, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy. Run out for me now.
I mean, Nigeria is 65. and that's a milestone, of some sort. I'm sure that you listened to the president's speech on the morning of that day. He didn't have the normal independent parade in Abuja, but of course he was in Lagos, and he said that he felt good to be using the opening of the National Theatre to celebrate Nigeria. He said that the worst is over, and that Nigerians should be patient for the dividends of his own administration. One, what are your thoughts on what happened on that day? And then more importantly, without necessarily adding politics to it, how will you assess the growth trajectory of Nigeria in 65 years? Lately, we have had to change from Ariso Compatriots, the national anthem, to Nigeria We Hail Thee, possibly or ostensibly to tell a kind of a story that the president is passionate, about. What are your own thoughts? Are you satisfied that this is the Nigeria of your dreams, that I'm sure that you were part of the independence 65 years ago? Are you satisfied with the trajectory that Nigeria has experienced so far?
The truth of the matter is, when the president said hardship is over, I think it is reckless and irresponsible.
The worst is over.
Look, we are going through hardship.
Yes.
Things are not better. Things are going from bad to worse. We have a problem. We're not solving the problem. By not going for the parade is, what's the parade about? It used to be a colonial thing. There's no need for that. The most important thing is the speech that he made to the nation. That's the most important thing. So in that speech, however, I see a lot of falsehood, manipulation of facts and figures. But anyway, 65 years of Nigeria, we shouldn't be looking at 65 years of independence, because we're not in for 30 years or more, 35 years, we're under military rule. Our independence was actually, our democracy was suspended for those years. So we should be looking at Nigeria since 1999, really. And that's really where we can figure out whether we're doing well or not.
26 years.
Yes. And what we have, frankly, if you look at what most observers have been saying, they've been consistent in saying that the 1999 Constitution is a fabrication of the military. It is a garrison mentality type of constitution. It does not represent democracy or growth. It has stifled our growth economically. He had made security worse. We have to restructure Nigeria. We have to review totally that 1999 Constitution before we begin to make progress. For 26 years now, because let's forget about the years before. For 26 years, we have been operating a constitution that has restrained economic growth by keeping most of the minerals in our country in what they call an exclusive list, controlled by the federal government. For that reason, we have not seen growth in Nigeria, because we have not gone into our resources to maximize our potential economically. We have depended on oil all these years. Oil is a wasting asset. It is growing less and less every time. We have to diversify from oil. We have a solution to our problems in the recommendation of the 2014 confab. If we do not go back to that confab, we don't need another national confab. That recommendation is there. No need to waste time, energy, and money. We have a lot of recommendations. Number one, for the economy, you have to diversify the economy, and you have to devolve power to the states. You cannot suspend that 1963 Constitution and replace it with 1999 Constitution, which was drawn up by Abdul Salam and co. This is a military constitution. Just, in other words, where they're taking us back to another military regime in 26 years since they said they have left office. By the way, the first man that took over in 1999 was a military man too. Who had a military mentality.
He was a member of your party.
It doesn't matter. I'm a Nigerian before I'm a member of a political party. And all I want is progress for Nigeria. If we do not have devolution of power to the states so that they can develop their own material resources and their human resources without having to get permission and support from the federal government. I tell you, even the President Tinubu, with his background that he had, whether it is convicted or not, whether it's true or not, the allegations are enough to disqualify such a person from running for office. We have to enforce the law. We have to do better than what we're doing now.
I couldn't agree more. You know, you've said so much. However, you're talking about Nigeria from 1999 up until now, and a significant portion of that period, I would say about 16 years, PDP was in power. So PDP being in power for 16 years, APC then taking over, and we've gotten to the issues that where we are today. Would you, I mean, I'm not saying that President Tinubu is all perfect, but is it really President Tinubu's problem, or is it just an issue that has begun from a certain point where your party was in power? Would you say they tried to make Nigeria better? Because you also had a chance. You were also in a position where you could have put certain policies.
Me?
Of course, your party was.
Okay,
no, not you,
okay,
not
okay,
you,
good.
not you. But I mean, in our conversation today, we've spoken in multiple generics. Your party could have put policies in place to make things better. Or did APC undo the good work that your party did?
I have said that Nigeria needs a total review. We need to go back to the 1963 constitution type, where the states were...
But those were regions then.
Where there were regions then.
Yeah.
Now we have geopolitical zones, so we can work it out. You know, the point is that there should be devolution of power to the federating units.
You don't think with the local government financial autonomy that's a gradual step?
No. There's nothing like financial autonomy. It's a lie. A lot of things that the government says is false. Now, talking about the PDP, no government is perfect. When Obasanjo took office, the first president after the military rule, he was confronted with massive problems of even the mindset of people. We've been in military government for so many years. And here was another military man who came. He did the best he could. What you do with each government is to look at what they have achieved. That's true. Nobody is perfect. No administration is perfect any time in the history of man, anywhere in the world. Look at each one. Obasanjo did a lot of things that were right. Many things wrong. But we can talk about the right things that he did for the years he was there. The way he abolished, he increased, the way they brought in communication. They really invested, and that's a major thing that developed the economy. He also it dealt with the issue of education. There were less protests during his time than before. So a lot of things were done.
Can you see anything positive that the President Tinubu is doing now?
Look, I don't see anything positive. President Tinubu is playing games with Nigeria. Everything he does is superficial. Let me give you an example. This naming National Theatre after Wole Soyinka is a farce.
How do you mean?
You do not name a national monument after any individual. This has a historical perspective to it. If you want to give Soyinka befitting tribute, build a national, build what is it, a stadium or what is that? Build a monument for him for the achievement and the pride he brought to Nigeria.
All over the world, monuments are named after outstanding individuals.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough.
Okay.
That man,
Okay,
they
that
should
would
have
be
built.
your argument.
They should have built another monument in honor of this man, even before now.
Okay.
But since he wants to do it, this is a joke. How much they are coming there? So many people coming. They are funding refurbishment of a venue. When you allocated 21 billion or whatever it is to renovating Vice President's villa, look.
Yeah, but the renovation of National Theatre didn't come from government's purse. It came from the Bankers Committee.
Yes, but the whole thing is a charade. That's all I'm saying.
You really don't see anything
Look.
in what is going on? None?
During
Just like
the time of, I've said what achievement Obasanjo at least had. Yar'Adua came, and the problem in the Niger Delta area, he dealt with it. The frustration that we were experiencing in Lagos, where Obasanjo has seized our resources, he reviewed it, gave us back our money. So many things that he was able to achieve in 2 years. Jonathan came there. For the first time in the history of Nigeria, there were no political prisoners. Jonathan was a true Democrat. He had his weaknesses, all of them have.
Yeah.
You tell me, Jonathan wanted to remove fuel subsidy. And when he did remove fuel subsidy, what did he do? He brought in Shopi to reduce the negative impact on the removal of subsidy. What did Bola Ahmed Tinubu do when he removed subsidy? Palliatives. How many people? Where would that go?
Okay, Dr. Pearse.
So, look, let Tinubu's apologies come and tell us what he has done. I don't see what he has done.
All right.
Everything he does is just for show.
Okay.
That's the way I see it.
All right, just before we let you go, sir, the current state of your party, PDP, is there anything good? The last time we had you in the studio, you said you believed in what Seyi Makinde, the governor of your state, is doing. He will hold the neck for PDP now. Do you see any silver lining, for the PDP? Because a lot of people think that it's a battered and defeated party as it stands today. It
is a battered party, it's not a defeated party. It's going through a lot of stuff, but May 27 of this year, we wanted to have our 100 neck meeting.
Yes.
And our adversaries, the main one, Minister Wike, did everything he could to stop it. We had that NEC meeting. It was rancor-free, very successful. That gave me the confidence to say that we are moving in the right direction. After that, we've had other NEC meetings. Everything is moving forward. We are now going into our national convention to elect a new set of national working committee members, from national chairman all the way down, national secretary and so on. Once we have that, we are now moving toward the presidential next year. The PDP is the primary, the most democratic party in Nigeria today. And there are only two political parties in Nigeria today. The APC and the PDP. And the APC has demonstrated what it can do. A total failure. So therefore, the only choice left for people in Nigeria now is the PDP.
I don't know about only two parties, the NNPP, the Labour Party, the APC.
NNPP is not the national party.
But it's still a political party.
Well, look. All the APC doesn't exist yet.
We will have to do that another time.
Okay, which other party? Labour Party?
Yes, they got more than 6 million votes last time.
We're talking about today.
Okay.
Today.
Well, you may be right.
Today.
All right, Dr. Adesoko.
Alpha. He said, Godswill Akpabio is a criminal. He's not supposed to be there. That's true, isn't it? Secondly, he said Akpabio did not contest for that Senate House. And you truly know that time. It was for a reason. Akpabio has to step down for Tinubu. Yes, Akpabio was making from the beginning. So because of that, he has to step down for Tinubu. So Tinubu now use that to replace him. Now use that one as the problem, you see. Now that's good, because if he had contested, maybe he would not have won. He might not have won the position. So if he have contested, he might not have won. So that's what that. Now again, two things here, or three. You listen to everything this man says. If you like, you argue with him. Now you sabi, just they argue for no reason. And they said the Senate, they are passing bills, they are passing this for women inclusive women. That's not the problem we are having. Not because we don't. The country is not working. It's not because we don't have enough female in the National Assembly or in politics. We don't have women. No. If Akpabio can, is this the same thing? It's going to be the same thing. Those ones that are there, Akpabio. Now this man said, since Akpabio is still there, there's no point bringing in women. What's the point? He said, since Akpabio is still the Senate president, so there's no need for women to come in. And again, like I said, women are not in politics. It's not the reason why the country is not developing, why we are not moving forward. If they can manipulate the process, if they can remove, if somebody can remove a president, a governor, is it women that have this emotional feeling that can easily surrender, that does not have the power, the strength? Not every women have the strength, the capacity to go through or to even do what Natasha is doing in National Assembly. They know. Do you understand? It's not every women. If they can manipulate the process, if they can frustrate women, they can frustrate men in politics, is it women? Now you just give women just for them to come and use whatever they have to get what they wanted. You just want to give women, some men opportunity to knock women in the name of, say, they won't give them position, they won't give them this, give them that. This is not to say that women should not come into politics. They can come. It's supposed to be at least 60-40. Yeah, that's how it's been done elsewhere, outside Nigeria. Do you understand? But because of the system has failed, broken. That's the reason. Anyways, I haven't said that. This man said, everybody said that when they did that, naming Soyinka, after that renovation, this thing, because of, I don't know, I don't understand. Misplaced priority. Too many wastages in this country. Too much. All those things. That's the problem. And I hate when somebody compare Obasanjo's government, PDP's government, 16 years of PDP's government. I hate it when somebody is comparing it to Tinubu's and Buhari's government. There is no comparison. I said this before. There's no comparison here. Now, somebody is saying, again, somebody will say, if PDP has not, if PDP has done well, we will not have been here today. We will not have been here talking about this. If PDP has done it well, that means the country would have become a Dubai in Nigeria. Excuse me, what are you saying? Now, look at Obasanjo 8 years and look at Yar'Adua's 2 years. Then look at Jonathan's 5 or 6 years in office. Then look at Buhari's 8 years. Look at Tinubu's 2 years and some months in office. Is there any comparison? No. Can you compare Buhari's 8 years to Obasanjo's 8 years? How? Where would you start from? Are you going to start from the insecurity? Are you going to start with the dollar rate? Are you going to start with the fuel price? Where would you start from? I don't know. Tell me. Where would you start from? Then compare Yar'Adua's 2 years. Yar'Adua's 2 years. Now you do 2 years. It is 2 years and some months, isn't it? Are you going to compare 2 years of Yar'Adua to 2 years of Tinubu? There's no comparison. So let's leave Jonathan out of this now, because Jonathan's is not here. Just complete now. 2 years, 8 years, and 2 years. Are you comparing Yar'Adua's 2 years to this Tinubu's 2 years? Is there any comparison? No. Now, if we still have Jonathan in position, saying we want to do like Cameroon, we want to do like Rwanda, we want to do like Uganda. Those people that their president is they want to buy in position their lifetime. They want to be life president. Do you think if Jonathan was still the president of this country, do you think dollar would have been able to? No, nah, because you want to reforms. You want exchange rates to be single. You don't want multiple exchange rate. You just want exchange rate single, so that there will be no duplicate. There will be no, so that it will not give people opportunity to make money. Then you have to increase the exchange rate. Do you think if Jonathan was still the president, do you think dollar would have jumped from 200? Dollar would have jumped from 200 to 1,500? No, he will not. Or if it was Yar'Adua, no. This is the difference. The gap is too much. There is no way under somebody for good 5 years, dollar was still the same. When Yar'Adua left it at that time, then Jonathan left dollar within, it was still below 200 to $1. It was when Buhari came. Lack of vision, no ideology. They just want to be president. For God's sake, answer the name of president. The same thing. Before Jonathan said subsidy, remove subsidy, it did not even come at that time. First, the subsidy gone. He put a lot of things in place, introduced a lot of programs before subsidy gone to cushion the effect of that subsidy removal, because he knows it's going to be a problem, chaotic. He first of all create a system, programs that works before announcing subsidy removal, to give back to the society, to make sure they do not feel the impact of that subsidy removal. But what did you do? What did your president do? They want subsidy gone. No planning, no arrangement, nothing. The cabinet, no, he has not even assembled his cabinet. There are no ministers, no appointment yet. He said subsidy gone. They want problem. Since then, what initiative, if I ask you now, is granting loans for unemployed people or creating a system that will enable people to borrow money? What are they going to do to pay the loan? Nothing. And that is the problem. Even if you want to take the loan, you have in future, you are going to pay. But currently, you don't even have what it takes for you to get the loan, for them to get the loan approved for you. All the requirements, you don't have it. Do you have somebody to guarantee? Do you know there are requirements before you can get a loan? Is it free? No, it's not free. You thought it would have been free because it's from president. If they free now, but it's not like that. That shows incompetency in power. You can't compare Tinubu's APC's 10 years or going to 12 years now, going to 11 years now. You can't compare to PDP. The comparison is not there. Anyways, what do you think? Please leave your comments down below and don't forget to subscribe.